Still missing 2 more, but I think we should probably go ahead and get started. I wanted to just check in with you all for the moment. How is everything? So Tessa, we can't see you at all.
Sorry, I was like, my mouse is like not appearing, so I was like trying to figure that out, but I'm sorry, I'm here now.
No, that's okay. That's all right. Welcome. Nice to see everybody. How are you feeling so far about the readings, the material? Do you like the readings? Yeah, it's good. It's good investigative material. It's good stuff for you. Um, and the morning pages, the writing, the creative projects, everything going okay for you? Are you enjoying the process? Are you enjoying the process of creating, of thinking of yourself as a producer rather than a consumer so much? Yes, Kinsey.
As someone who has a lot of homework with my other classes, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving us material that we can actually time manage.
Yeah,
And it's not a whole lot of material, but it's like um, quality over quantity.
yeah,
So I really appreciate that.
that's good. Yeah, I know you're all busy and you all have a ton of extra like papers and projects and all kinds of things that you're working on and doing. I definitely want, I feel like an economy of time is a very important thing. It's important that you spend it well. You only have a limited amount of it, right? So um, it's important that you take the time, but to do it in ways that are going to continue to pay off long term. And so I really want you to be able to make things and be in the habit of creating and making and generating material. The whole point of kind of the set off for this class in particular is one that is being able to create material, being able to generate movement is an important skill to have. And I think that creating these other things, painting, poetry, writing, baking, it's all part of the same process, part of the same generation of ideas. And so it's all stimulating from the same, right brain connectivity, and they'll feed each other, I think. And you guys are amazing artists. I'm loving what I'm seeing. So you've got some real skill, wicked skills with the pen too. Wow, I'm very impressed with what I'm seeing. So really good job. Well, so we've got a number of things planned. Yes, I have a number of things planned today. So let's begin. This is our movement workshop, basically. It's your time to let everything else go, to just be present in the moment, and whatever comes up, whatever works, whatever movement originates and comes out of this is okay. Um, there's no really wrong way to do it except for not doing it. Um, but the act of getting something out of you and moving. Your body is beautiful. You are beautiful. Let's make something together. Here we go. So if you're ready to get started, you can just find a clear space around you. But before we do, is there anything that we need to know to dance with you today? Any injuries? Anybody who?
My lower back and my left hip are feeling kind of weird, like
Mhm.
not necessarily pain, but they just feel kind of like stuck, like my full range of motion is limited, more
Okay.
so.
Yeah, I saw you stretching there a minute ago.
Uh,
We can, so that's good. That's
oh my
understandable.
gosh, sorry.
No, it's good. I'm glad you are. Why not? So I think it's good to stretch. I think it's good to move, but so maybe moving your body will help you get in tune a little bit. Do what feels right for you. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. You don't have to feel like you have to do something, but
All
move
right,
in a way that feels comfortable. Deshaun.
thank you.
I had a fractured toe last year, and I think because it's so cold, it's all stiff and stuff right now.
Ah,
So
okay.
it might be a little, yeah,
How?
but we should be all right.
All right.
We
and
did it last year.
work
We should be
through
fine.
that. Yeah. So you've got to be able to. Did you have it taped or something? Taped together to another toe?
I did last year, yeah. So it wouldn't flex up as much, but as of right now, no.
Okay. Well, you can sit, you can stand, you can lay down. I'd like it if you were standing or sitting, somewhere where you're feeling gravity. I like to start with a small dance, warm up, connection. So find a place where you're comfortable. You can close your eyes down. And call your attention actively call your attention to the sensation of your body moving, the small, little, tiny movements, even as you try to stay still. Feel the balance of your body aligning itself keeping you from falling over in one direction or another, keeping you upright, your body supporting the decision you've made to remain upright. Feel your breath. Feel the weight of your body. Your weight to the earth. Your breath to the air. The feeling of lightness and the feeling of weight. Notice the length of time it takes to turn from an inhale to an exhale. And work on the gap in between, extending the time between breaths. Without holding tension, you're just holding air or letting air go. Is there more to let go? Committing to your alignment, your head over your shoulders over your hips. A reach against gravity, an opposition of forces. Your skin holds your muscles. Your muscles hold your bones. The bones of your spine and your rib cage hold your lungs. As you breathe, your lungs massage your heart. Your heart pumps blood and oxygen to all parts of your body. Letting your whole body breathe. Send breath down into the lowest parts of your body. Like a wave of movement. Let the wave come up through your body as you exhale. Exaggerate your breath. Exhale into weight, groundedness, down, and inhale into elevation, into air, into lightness, into freedom. And explore that quality, breathing into all parts of your body. The inhalation of air draws you up, higher, into the arms, into the legs, into lightness, into floating. And the exhalation collapses, draws down, narrows, sinks, weights. Exaggerate the idea, letting go of your alignment and letting alignment be dynamic, finding your connection to your breath, the motion of your body tied to your inhalation and your exhalation, lengthening those out. Begin to play and explore, filling your body into lightness, and exhalation down to the floor and weight. To dance of up and down. Take it into all body parts. Leading this dance from your lungs. Into everywhere else. Change the tempo at which you're moving. Add an impulse of speed. And back to sustainment. Keep hold of your breath, but let it go. So you're an observer of what's going on for yourself, and start to notice what's happening on the screen. So you can take your inspiration from what you see. Short time more. Bringing it to an end. Find stillness. Stillness again. Let that go. Come on close. You feeling a little warm? Good. Doing what feels good. Breath support is so important. That's key for it's so key for continuing to support and activate what you're doing to generate ideas as well. It comes from good breath support in your movement. Nice. I'd like to I would like to play with something. This notion of because we have the camera, it's on a sort of its viewpoint is wide. like a wide angle, and it comes down to a point there. It's one little small spot and wide across to the whole room. I think it's just it's like a cone-shaped space that you're able to dance in. I want to play with that notion of close to the camera and far away a little bit. So let's play with that idea, so that when one person is close to the camera, so I want to form you in some duets, and when one person is close to the camera, the other person is far away. But then either person can change that role or that relationship. Yeah, so that we can play in close space and like framing the space. And one way to do this is to say, to like really clue into just to pin your partner when you do this. So let's partner up. I'll put Becca and Tessa together. I'll do Kinsey and Deshawn together. And Lisa, will you work with me? Okay, so we'll do it this way. And what you want to do is just really pin your partner so you can see them. And then decide among yourselves who's going to go first, who's going to go close, and who's going to go far. If you're close in, you're kind of designing the space with your hands or with your body in some way that keeps it close. Or if you're far away, it's really responding to what your partner is doing. So both of you, it's an action and response kind of an idea. One action, one response.
And Tim, you said that we can switch throughout this
Yeah.
at either time, like either person can switch. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so if your partner comes close to the camera, then it's kind of a clue for you to go far away.
Okay.
If you go far away, or if you go close to the camera, you're sending your partner far away. That kind of it's a kind of an interesting comment on social distancing, isn't it? Yes, Kinsey.
I just want to clarify. So, yes, the back and forth, front and back, but when we see our partner make a move, are we not doing the same move, but are we doing the move in our interpretation, or are we making the space around it? I must have missed that. I'm sorry.
I didn't give any clarification on that. So that was an excellent question. Yes. So the idea, what I mentioned was action and response. So it's really one action and then a response to that action. And that could mean interpreting it, or it could mean copying it, or it could mean trying to frame it, or it could mean trying to it's totally up to you how you want to how you want to respond. If someone's moving really fast, I might want to respond slow. So it can be, you can respond with tempo, you can respond with level changes, you can respond with distance and proximity, you can respond in terms of like energy. There's lots of ways to respond, but it's an action and a response to the action. So oftentimes in art, what we're doing is responding to the world around us, responding to what we see, responding to something that's like, oh, whoa, that just felt like that amazing, like, oh my gosh, I have to do something. That's what we're doing. We're acting on an impulse, connecting in and cluing in with whatever that impulse is, and just turning it into a physical action is what I want to do. So your partner does something and you respond to that. And then they're going to respond to what it is that you're doing, and then you're responding to that response. So it just like snowballs, you see? So there's no necessarily leader. You're both leading, you're both following, and it's a dialogue. That's what happens when we talk to people, in a normal conversation. We have this back and forth. So this is a conversation in a sense. So pin your partner. I'll throw on some different music here, and we'll see what we got. Here we go. Just a short time more. Let that go. And nicely done. Nicely done. There were some beautiful moments there. Thank you very much. Good job. Good job. I believe I had another thing I wanted to do, but I want to do this again because I feel like this was good. This is some deep work. I think what would be helpful would be to do, I want to see some of this work. I think the way to do that, let me double check. If you, there's a settings that you can put that will eliminate, make it so that you can't see people who are not using their video, that it eliminates them. I know that there's a way to do this. Yeah. So like if Tessa takes her video away, Tessa?
Sorry. Okay, sorry. It's like hard. I don't have a mouse right now. Okay.
That's
So
okay.
if you go into if you go into like the little arrow by your stop video thing, there's like a little
Yep.
upward arrow, and then you go to video settings,
Yes,
and
that's
then
it.
it will do you can touch hide non-video participants. You can
That's
check
the one
that
I want.
box
Yep,
under
check that box. Hide non-video participants. There you go. That's the one. Thank you, Tessa.
Mhm.
So we'll do that. And then if everybody except for Tessa and her partner, so if everybody else hides their screen or turns their camera off, then we will just see Tessa and Becca, right? Yeah, there we go. And we will now, can we have you guys have a duet? Same thing we're just doing. Yeah. Just a short time more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find an end. Very nice. So good, so good. All right, let's bring everybody back. Yes, nice job, nice job. Good work, good work. Let's go with Kinsey and Deshawn, and then everyone else will just turn their video off.
Precious love can only come from above. He's born a king of dignity. My precious love will only come from above.
Good. Just a short time more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find an end. Yeah. So good. Nice job. Good work. Okay, Lissa, it's you and me. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, good, good. Right. One more thing to weave the web. One more time. This time you can respond to anybody you see at any time, anybody on the screen. So let's go to the grid view, but know who you're responding to. Your actions will make somebody else respond. So action and response through responding to anybody, near or far. If the person you're responding to is close, then you go far. If the person you're responding to is far, then you come near. But just know who you make a choice. Making choices makes all the difference in the world. Here we go. About 2 minutes. Just a short time more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find an end. Yeah, good. Come on together, let's talk. Take your mutes off and let's just talk for, oh dear, we're running out of time. Notions, observations, things that were challenging, things that were easier, things that made sense. Tessa.
I liked that we did like the watching individual pairs, because like I'm focused on my partner when we're doing it all as a group, and it was just nice to be able to like. I thought it was a good like transition thing into doing it as a whole group. Like I definitely saw some stuff, like I noticed things about everyone else that I was like, wow, I like never would have even thought of that, or it's so unique, like how they drew that from their partner's movement. And so it was like really cool to see other people, but I also like felt very connected. You had to be very intentional, like both with your partner and then again in a larger group, like how you said, to be intentional about who you're focusing on and like know
Yeah.
who you're focusing or responding to and stuff. So
Yeah, the decisions you make affect everything that happens around you as well. Yes, Kinsey.
When we were doing the partner improv the first time through, when we were all together as a group, it was very cool because before, when we were just doing partner improvs, I had never really thought of a story that went along with it. I was just just doing the movements. And then this time around, I had an interpretation that Deshaun and I were either like really close friends who wanted to get closer but kept getting pulled apart, or were lovers, or just that kind of thing where there was the tension there, but there was a storyline that followed it, and I thought that was really cool. Like that was really cool.
Yeah, 100%. You can do, what's interesting is where this is placed in context with something else. So if this, this could be, there's a lot of protests around. This could be a protest dance. This could be a wedding dance. This could be, it just depends on where it's happening, what's going on around it. Where you place this movement material changes its meaning. The music you play with it completely changes its meaning and its feeling and its tone, and who's doing the dance, where's the dance happening. All of those things are contextually rich and significant, so it's important how it's done and and when it's done and where it's done and what's happening around it. So yeah, it's the germ that gives, that infects everything else. It's the thing that gives it meaning, is the context and where it's played. Yeah, narrative, you could go there with a narrative base, or it can be evocative of something. So it doesn't have to play out as a narrative, with characters that go from point A to point B, that grow over time. And it doesn't necessarily have to have that, but it can have that. There's nothing wrong with that either. It's just that movement ideas can be layered with meaning that are evocative of feelings and ideas, so sometimes it's narrative, and sometimes like, yeah, this is what that piece means, and sometimes it just means movement, but it's all okay. Good point. I'm really glad that there was something rich there for you. Watching the two of you dance was really powerful for me, so it was really great. Anything else? Yes, Deshaun.
I really liked the group because since it was kind of in the grid, I was focused kind of on who I was interpreting at the time, but then I was also kind of like, oh, who's interpreting me? And I was like,
Yeah.
I was like trying to like figure out. I was like, oh, is that from me or is that from somebody? I don't know. It was just fun watching everybody go, and then me trying to figure out like, was somebody copying me?
It is cool to see some things rippling through the space. I saw something pick up across multiple screens, so that was really fun to see. I don't know where it originated, but it was like, that's how movement grabs on, and carries on. So really nice job. Thank your partner for dancing with you today. Yes, thank you, Lissa. That was wonderful. Nice job. Have a beautiful week. Have a great week and enjoy and I'll see you back here next time. Okay?
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone.